That briefly, welcome. Okay, welcome everyone. We've just received our inbound clearance, and we're all got our catering vehicles all done and dusted, so we're ready to make a move. So today we're flying from Port Moresby to a very interesting airport, Lae Nadzab. We're in Papua New Guinea. It's the viewer's request. So our estimated time of departure is a 6 AM departure from here. We're at UTC +10. So very different from our Madagascar day. So let's have a look. So ground power is available, ground power on. Let's bring our aircraft systems to life. Set the R fuel pump. Battery and standby power, on the emergency exit lights. Here are the ADs for Orson logging. So logo, strobes off currently, wind lights on, so it's quite dark. The Tobii's really good, actually. Definitely taken a while to get used to, just to make sure that we can see everything and get the sensitivities right. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not easy to use the mouse and click buttons, so I think we also need the overhead. Got our hydraulics on. Start our loading. Light on, I think, and then we do a little bit more. I've lighted the panel just to be able to see what we're doing.
Boarding requested.
So if we start preparing our flight management computer, we are Alpha Yankee Papa Yankee.
Do you want to board crew?
Crew's all on board. Lots of welcome.
Hello, Captain. We are ready
Passengers
for pushback.
bus is coming.
Heathrow to New York, it's a really, really good flight. Yeah, we've done it many times. Really, really enjoy it. I hope you have a great flight, mate.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
So we've got our route uplink. Definitely a flight I'm really looking forward to, actually. It's viewer suggested, so I think it's going to be real fun. By all accounts, I think the weather's quite cloudy en route. So looking at the weather for Port Moresby on departure, at the moment we're looking at 1408, visibility at 10 miles. So 14 left departure, it's the Adoga 1 departure out, there's no transitions.
Passengers boarding starting.
Press down flight plan. And move over to departure arrival. And arrival is an RNAV 09 via a PGO. Perf initial page. It's a bit nicely sitting on our loading. Don't think I've ever seen passengers board so quickly. And I really, really like this livery. I downloaded it and I was really, really happy with it. So really looking forward to this flight today. This is a freeware airport as well. Get our suitcases on board.
Night.
In terms of checking out time, we're at 05:28 local time, so 32 minutes until departure. So we can load out our performance, it's been uplinked. Although our cruise altitude says flight level 400, we're at 280 today as our initial climb altitude, and then we'll make further adjustments in terms of our step climbs based on our computer calculations. So looking at our sim brief operational flight plan, we put in our N1. We're looking at a D-rate takeoff 2 with a manual thrust of 50 and with a climb limit of 88 N1. So we'll bypass page 1 currently and get our weather for Port Moresby. So we've got 1408 for our runway wind. have a look at our runway slope details for runway 14 left. So it's a 0.28% slope. So we can put in 0.3 there as 142 degrees as a course departure. So we'll input that into both sides of the panel of autopilot. And we'll also set up our initial climb heading at 142 out of the airport. So we look at our chart overlay for departure. They want us above 12,000 feet off ped. Just climbing to flight level 140 is the initial climb out. Go back to our operational flight plan to take our V1 speeds. We've got the runway winds 140. I don't know why that's taken out, but 140 at 7. A few clouds, 2,400, temperature 26 degrees. We've got QNH 1013, so that's already in the box. Excellent. Flat 5 departure, and our centre of gravity is 24.5, which makes our stand trim 5.13. Get that nicely dialed in. So V1 speeds, the flight management computer is also calculated at 135 for V1 and V rotate. Our FMC wants it slightly higher, so we're going to give the aircraft just a little bit of extra breathing room on departure. So 138 for V1, 140 for V rotate, and then our V2 is 147. Open up our nav data, get our departure winds. Load them nicely. Really think it's going to be a really nice hour and 15-minute flight. It's going to be nice and challenging on the route in terms of mountain terrain, so really looking forward to it. So we've got our M1 limit in the box, takeoff departure. Excellent. So we're going to have a look on our flight plan on the flight management computer, just to make sure we've got no discontinuities within the legs. So it looks like there might be one if we step through them. So out to Bodux, then to Kakra, through to Offhead, Lelid, Doga, Dukis and Larid. It looks like Larid is where we've got the discontinuity there. So we'll have a quick look on our charts. So it should be Larid to, shouldn't be to a Pico. So if we move Larid up here, back, actually missing a step there from when we move across. So we step through and then move the Pigo up through our flight plan just after Dukis. And then execute that to the flight plan when we step through again. Should go Dukis to Pigo to Larid and then YNZWA. And then fly us nicely in for the RNAV. Happy. Looks like a standard RNAV arrival into us, so final approach fix of 1900 with 3-degree flight path angle down. Matt, excellent. Bristol to Edinburgh, really, really good flight. I think we've got SoFly Bristol. I did really enjoy flying into there. There was another flight that another airport that we've recently downloaded through recommendation, and that was the Unibuilds Leeds Bradford. So I'm looking forward to that. It seems, I think the airport's elevated on like a mound, so that should be quite interesting as an arrival, especially if it's windy.
TCAS test pass.
Excellent, we've got TCAS test pass, so I am happy to progress on. So it's 147, I believe, on our V2. So whilst we wait, we can RB nav and LNAV. It's 22 minutes, 24 minutes rather, before we estimate off block. I think we can go slightly earlier, just so we can taxi inside of 6 AM and then make that departure bang on 6. Oh, you got the Airbus autopilot panel. Marvellous, Matt. Have you got the EFIS that combines? That's definitely something that EFIS left is something we couldn't live without now. It definitely does help. I think I'm probably going to invest and go for the EFIS for the Boeing. I always find myself needing to use it. Yeah, the MCDU is fantastic. I think obviously you can see at an angle on the stream. We've got the Boeing FMC, and then we've got the Winwing MCDU here. Very, very good bits of kit. I couldn't live without them, and it's actually really annoying when we fly aircraft that don't have the FMCs, or it's not programmed in. We need to really look at Mobby flight to try and be able to use them, especially within our MD-11, one of our favourite aircraft, and then also to see if we can utilise them in the FSS E-jets, another one of our go-to aircraft every single time. Really not bad for a freeware airport. I think the Lae Nadzab airport is another freeware that we're going into. I think that's actually even better. I briefly had a look at it earlier on. Luke, Easy Welsh, welcome. Welcome. We've seen your streams recently, so you're more than welcome. Thanks for joining. Hello mate, nice to have you join. More than welcome, buddy. How's your new channel going? Definitely seen your live streams come up recently, so yeah, it's good. Now, how many followers have you amassed now? You were doing really well before, and then you kind of pressed the reset button. So I want to start making a move. We're looking at 41 minutes past 5 in the morning, so for a nice departure of 6 a.m. Yeah, I can imagine that you wanted a fresh start, kind of actually find out who wants to view your streams rather than just people who've watched for one time and followed and then never watched you again. So no, I fully agree with you. I'm pretty much starting out on the streaming kind of front here, so we're slowly but steadily, each stream we seem to accrue new followers and get more people in the stream and the lives. So I think the lives really help, especially when you can interact with the audience. So we're going to start our APU. Heads-up guidance is sorted in time for when we do need it. It's always temperamental, this thing. It's either too bright or I can't see it. That's a bit better. At least we can move our position down where we want to utilise it. Lovely. So Luke, are you flying anywhere today? So APU's coming up nicely, so switch on APU mode. East Mids to Alicante, lovely. Cannot go wrong with an Alicante flight. So this is a viewer request actually. It's one of our fans from New Guinea has asked us to do the flight from Port Moresby to Lae Nadzab. Specific instructions on timing, so I'm hoping that we catch the sunrise. Stick our APU generator on. And we're not going to fall foul of pushing back and then disconnecting our ground power and everything turns off. One of my rookie errors sometimes. International Gate Gourmet. What's everyone's thoughts on the new GSX? Is this over the top? Is this really needed? Yeah, yeah, it's clunky. I mean, don't get me wrong, GSX updates I think every single day, which is really annoying.
Boarding requested.
That's what happens. Complete
Passengers
that now.
bus is
We're
coming.
already boarded. Now, I don't think we've got seated passengers in the aircraft. No, sadly not. It is hit and miss with GSX whether it works or not. We've got 100 passengers on board. Let's prepare for pushback and departure.
Locking gear.
Now, if there's one thing I can really recommend is the Boris sound pack for the PNVGs. I think we've recently flown the 777 a lot. I actually find the 777 really good for stable frames. Really good for stability in general, to be honest. We flew the A350-900 into Madagascar, and we've definitely got some sort of sound bug. I think every time we go outside it's all crackly, it's really annoying. So I have to push back on the GSX map. This is one of the good points. So we are 14 left departure. So for us it'll be a toe to the left. Entirely sure how that wants us to move. Sometimes it's going to throw us all over the place, I think. As good as we're going to get it for the GSX map, so our APU is armed, we can disconnect our ground power. Ground power, set our parking brakes, which are on, remove the chocks.
Release parking brakes, please.
Then right on time, 11 minutes before takeoff time. Air Guinea 2230 Port Moresby, we are pushed back tail to the left, runway 14 left. To you, Tom. So look, we're primarily we fly all of our flights on VATSIM. So if we don't use VATSIM, we are just connected to Unicom. So we haven't used Beyond or that briefly at all either. How about you, Luke? What do you use? I think I remember. Did you use Beyond ATC? It'd be nice to get your views on it. Yeah. I mean, how good is Beyond ATC? Is it pretty much AI?
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Starting engine 1. Let's wait that into temperature to rise. Into passing 21. Add in some fuel. And listen to that engine roar. We've got a stable engine 2. We're not looking at doing a single engine taxi procedure today, so we'll start engine
2. Please set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
So we've got good into rise. We'll apply fuel into engine 2. Get the benefit of potentially a sunrise departure, or at least a sunrise arrival. Luke, we're from the southeast near London. I mean, Luke, I would ask, but I think it's included in your name. Omar, no, this is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Oh, Derbyshire, nice. Gareth, thank you for the likes, appreciate it. Port Moresby traffic, Air Niugini 2230 taxiing to runway 14 left via Alpha. Transfer the gen bus to our engines and then we can disengage the engine.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Come on, GSX. Sometimes you take so long.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Yeah, no worries, Luke. Really appreciate it. And that's the ground pin out, so we are ready to go. Luke, I'll do the same as well, mate. When you're on streaming, just to kind of uplift your support. We'll see if I can get in as well. So, all right, left is clear, and right is clear. Excellent. One thing I need to turn off is the adjustment now in FS Realistic Plus. That head anticipation, especially with the Tobii now. I'm really happy with this for a freeware airport. Really, really nice. I think it's a superb livery, that is. Port Moresby traffic, Air Niugini 2230 lining up runway 14 left. Chrono just slightly early, always seem to forget it. Check the runway is clear. Clear right, clear left. Set our strobes on. Port Moresby traffic, Air Niugini 2230, take off runway 14 left. Set 50% thrust, watch that engine rise. Maintain the tow brakes. Let us start rolling. Set takeoff thrust. departure. I'm just going to go see what's on it, so I actually want to look around. This looks amazing. This is why I absolutely love viewer recommendations. It's a place that I wouldn't have chosen. I mean, I've heard of Port Moresby, but it's a really, really nice departure. Left turn very shortly.
Airspeed low. Airspeed low.
Oh, that was the aircraft kicking in. How about now? go. You are definitely going to want to get some of this. The flight is excellent. Jackatron, are you flying JFK to or JFK from Heathrow in sim or in real life? Very nice, very nice. We're doing Port Moresby to Lae Nadzab. Say viewer recommendation, and so far I am very happy. The scenery is incredible up here. That's 10,000 feet. So I know that's find always really amusing is no matter what, Jeff, our co-pilot, has his sunglasses on all the time, even at night. Well done, Jeff. I don't think we can go inside. Very, very short. Maybe the uplift, not sure now. sim being had a recorded message for Lae Nadzab. Unfortunately, Guinea 1013 showing DFR at the moment. Now it's looking at 2,400. That's just the weather on move. incredibly bright. start our descent and do our approach briefing on the charts. We've got 590 using our barrage pressure. With the approach warnings. 2-1013. Transitional altitude is flight level 200. Since we pass through 5 200, drop down the standard pressure. We are in Papua New Guinea currently. So we're flying from Port Moresby to Lae Nadzab. Ordinarily, I'll be turning the tracking off during cruise, but it has been probably one of the most scenic flights I've done in a long time. I know we're above the clouds, but I've really got high hopes flying in. Monitoring that VNAV profile very nicely, still keeping that VNAV rest, moving out slightly higher. The aircraft will combat that as we move through it. So it's an honour 09 to Lae Nadzab today, so we're going to want to make sure we're configured pretty much by our turn into our base leg, just to give enough time so it's our first time flying into this area. Make sure we're nicely prepared. Our charts. So missed approach, it's direct straight up to 7,600. Bobby, welcome. Scrub off some of this excess speed, so I'm going to give it some speed brake just so we can bring the speed up. Put it into our flight V10. That's going to help scrub off some of that speed as we move into that. D7 points, it's going to scrub off some speeds to add some flaps as we turn into our base lane. Thanks for the follow. adjust the RNAV to bring you in, especially in reduced visibility. Speed reasonably well. 189, anything below is good. Thought the sun was going to be an issue. Still got our visors down below. Just need to read it. Too nice and early. So cycle that speed down. Flight Sim Scotland, welcome. Gear down.
2500.
first arrival, but that was absolutely fantastic. That was an incredible arrival. I think I'm going to be doing that route a lot more. Reset our position there. Looks like we'll be going right, I believe, to the terminal building. GSX menu doesn't want to load. Perhaps there is no profile. Saga, welcome. Now we get to see how bad that market actually was. Not bad. We'll deal with that. Definitely one of my favourite approaches recently. Absolutely fantastic. So APU is on, APU blade is on, the engine is off. This is entirely freeware. Sometimes you really can grab some great freeware packages from Flight Sim.to. So everyone, thank you very much for joining. That was us at Flight Sim Marshall flying from Port Moresby to Lae Nadzab. Definitely give me your ideas and thoughts of where we should fly to next, and what you thought of this approach. It's definitely one of our favourites. Absolutely excellent. So once again, thank you very much, and we will see you very soon.